Hello and welcome to your tropical update for Hurricane Fiona as well as the ever more important Invest 98L, which we will get to right after briefly talking about Fiona. Be sure to subscribe if you find this informative. Let's start. Fiona, still a Category 4 storm, hasn't strengthened much in the last 10 to 15 hours by only dropping 1 millibar to 936 from 937. Even though this is the case, Fiona is still expected to bring large impacts to Bermuda as it passes just west of the island. One considerable thing that has changed with Fiona is its forward speed, previously moving at a slow 8 miles per hour to now 15 miles per hour, meaning once the hurricane comes close to Bermuda, always speeding up. The hurricane won't last for long, so flooding rains shouldn't be an issue. As the storm passes Bermuda through Thursday night and Friday morning with hurricane warnings in force, it will make a northerly turn and head for the coast of Atlantic Canada, where hurricane watches are up and surge could be an issue as waves nearly 30 feet are expected. Also, to note, Hurricane Fiona is and will generate dangerous rip currents tight along the U.S. East Coast from Florida to the Carolinas, even up to Maine and Canada as the storm heads in that direction. Moving on to the Invest area we've all been watching carefully. Yesterday I was talking about this system having to overcome an obstacle, which was not having land interaction with the coast of South America. This isn't the case anymore, that the Invest has dodged the land interaction and is now in the Caribbean. We are now waiting for the hurricane hunters to find a closed center of circulation within the disturbance. Once they find that, they would be allowed to upgrade it to a tropical depression or indeed to a tropical storm. 98L is currently in an area of high wind shear caused by the outflow of Hurricane Fiona. But over the next day or so the wind shear will ease and 98L will be able to take advantage of the above average sea surface temperatures and the low wind shear, meaning that it can start to organize a lot faster. Currently, as seen here in the infrared imagery, the Invest still looks disorganized, which is due to the wind shear. However, in the last few frames you can see the slight increase of thunderstorm activity in the left side of the image, which could mean that the wind shear is starting to ease, and it will not be long until the disturbance starts to strengthen more quickly, especially the NHC has this at a 70 to 90% chance of development in the next 2 and 5 days respectively. As for the model guidance, there has been more agreement that we could see a Gulf storm in the future, but exactly where it goes after entering the Gulf remains very uncertain. As in the multiple models seem to cluster around Cuba then entering the Gulf. Even so, with the GFS ensembles on the right with them all except one entering the Gulf. Here is the GFS forecast model for today. But I can choose models from yesterday and even the day before, and they all show a similar outcome, which shows us that there is great certainty and confidence in the forecast that this system will at some point in its life end up in the Gulf of Mexico. As the GFS updates and refreshes multiple times in a day, this exact strength and position will 100% change, and when it does change, it either jogs to the west or to the east slightly, but always remaining in the Gulf of Mexico. So a thing to take from the GFS runs over the past few days is that there is confidence that a system will be somewhere in the Gulf. But exactly where that makes landfall remains to be seen. I will continue to update you daily on this. Before I end today, feel free to check out the community tab on my channel. I have left a multiple choice question where you can answer and share your thoughts in the comments underneath it. But like I've said previously, it's far too early to produce an accurate forecast on this system, but it is of course worth mentioning so you're informed of the potential of this occurring. See you all tomorrow in a brand new update. That's all I have today. Be sure to subscribe and like for more updates like this all season long. Until then, see you soon.